Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning, Sharon. Sharon, morning.
Morning, sir.
All right, Teacher George, I would like to start off the entrepreneurship lesson. And I don't know whether there are others. We wait for them. We give them some minutes. Let's get like 2 minutes before we start off, if we get others to join us. Let's get to the lesson and we start off. Okay, good morning once again. Uh, I'm George, taking you through entrepreneurship, and I would like us to start off, then the rest will find us on the way. Hope you can hear me. Sharon, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I would like us to start off. Hope Isaac is also with us. Yes, Isaac? Can you hear me?
Yes, I am.
All right, that's nice. Okay, I would like us to start our lesson today, and we would like to start
Yes.
by looking at a topic in entrepreneurship. That topic is called businesses in Uganda. That's what we want to look at. Businesses in Uganda. As you know, the foundation of entrepreneurship is basically for us to acquaint ourselves with the entrepreneurship knowledge and how best can we start up our own businesses so that to improve our lives. So in this topic, we are going to be discussing the various businesses we have in Uganda, what are some of the advantages, what are the challenges that we have in there, so that at the end of it all, you are able to decide which business can you take on at your wish and at your convenience. So that's what I want us to discuss in today's lesson. Uh, I would like to ask something. What do we mean when we talk about a business? Somebody tell us, what do you know about a business? I always hear people saying, mind your business, mind your business. What is that? What are you telling them to mind about? Any volunteer or anybody? Some idea? Okay. When we talk about a business, we simply mean a legal activity. We simply mean any legal activity done with an aim of making profits, but standing a risk of a loss. So that's what we mean by a business. Any legal activity you take on I want you to take note. The activity you take on must be or should be legal. Yes? What do we mean when we say that it should be legal? Here we mean that it should be accepted or acceptable by law. The constitution of that country, for our case, Uganda, the constitution must be allowing and recognizing that activity. Even when you are making profits from that business, but provided that it is not illegal or it's not accepted in that country, then that one we cannot put it as a business. Take an example. Some time back, the prostitutes requested that they should also be represented in the Parliament of Uganda. Yes, they had an idea, but according to our laws in Uganda, your business as a prostitute is not recognized. So we cannot classify those people as that they are also in business, even when they are getting a lot and a lot of money from their activities. But due to the fact that it is not illegal, we cannot uh, just close it that way, that that is a business. No, because it is not accepted in the country where you are operating from. And there is this last bit that says, while standing a risk of a loss. Yes, we are saying that we carry on business with an aim. Our core reason as to why we start a business, we want to see that we generate profits. Okay? But you should also put at the back of your mind that not every day is a Christmas day. Not that every day you'll be getting profits. Okay? So there are some days or some financial periods when you will be getting losses. Okay, so you should stand that risk as well. And what does that one mean? That as you're carrying on business, try as much as you can to avoid the losses. Yes, we know they are there, but try as much as you can to avoid the losses. So that's what I mean by a business. Moving forward, we have what you call the types of businesses. Types of businesses, here we talk about the various categories, the various forms of businesses that we have in Uganda. And in Uganda, our businesses are categorized in those 4 types that you see there. Let me see, Kaira. Can you read for me the first type? Kaira? Okay. Isaac?
Excuse me,
Isaac?
teacher.
Yes, please.
I cannot see the. What do you mean by the first type? I cannot see the first type. You said the first type.
Okay. The first type, let me show it to you. It is just up here. This is what I mean by the first type, or the first bullet. Okay. Can you see it now?
No, I do not see it. I only see a PowerPoint presentation called S1 and other files. I don't see the actual presentation.
Okay. Let's adjust a little bit. Okay, let me take you to the screen where I am. Can you see it now?
No.
Oh, sorry. Okay, a little bit. Okay, are you there now?
Yes.
Okay. I was saying that the types of businesses, we have majorly 4 types. And those are the ones we want to discuss. We see what they are. We say that the types are categorized into 4. We have the first, the second, the third, and the fourth. So that's why I was asking you to read for me the first one. Hope you can see it now. Please attempt to read.
Agribusiness.
Yes. Okay, that's good. Well, the first one, we call it agribusiness. Any other person read for us the second one, as you're seeing it there? Any? Just volunteer, please.
Manufacturing businesses.
Hey, right. Manufacturing businesses, thank you. Okay. Isaac, can you read for us the third?
Trading businesses.
Okay, trading businesses. And then lastly, we have what you call the service businesses. So those are the 4 types of businesses that we have here in Uganda. So just to know, any business that you see or you hear about, it is falling under these 4. Okay, so those are the various types, and any business you see around, it's falling under those 4 categories. Let's go down and look at one by one in particular and in a detailed form. We have the first one. It is called agribusinesses. Agribusiness, as you hear the word, it is coming from agriculture. That's why we get agri. So we're saying agribusinesses, these are businesses that deal in growing of crops and rearing of animals, agriculture. Okay, so with these businesses, you specifically concentrate on rearing of animals, no matter which animals you're rearing. We also concentrate on crops, farming. Okay, that's what we mean by agri businesses. And moving forward, we have what you call the different forms of agribusinesses. Agribusinesses are categorized into various types. You may be in an agribusiness, but you're also concentrating on a particular category of agribusiness. So those are the ones we want to discuss, and we see what they are. The very first one on my list says livestock or animal rearing. And I'm saying this is the type of agribusiness that deals with the rearing of domestic animals. For example, cattle, sheep, goat, to mention them. Any domestic animal you can rear. For you, we say you are concentrating on an agribusiness called livestock or animal rearing. You can rear cows or cattle. Okay, take a look. You may have a farm, or it can even be on a small scale, whereby for you are dealing in animals, cattle. You rear cattle, and you know the benefits of rearing cattle. You are either getting milk, you get meat, okay, beef. All that will be from the livestock farming you're carrying on. Next, another type under agribusiness, there is what you call poultry. We call it poultry keeping. And poultry keeping, we're saying, this is an agribusiness that deals with rearing of domestic birds. Yes, for this time, you are not in animals. You are no longer under livestock. This time you are under poultry, domestic birds. Can we cite examples of domestic birds that you know or that we can rear?
Chicken.
Chicken, yes.
Turkeys.
Turkey, correct.
Hens.
Pardon?
Ducks.
ducks, that's right. Okay, and many others as you can put them. Now, this is an example. We have this gentleman here. For him, he's concentrating on poultry keeping. And you can see he has his so many birds. You can see them down here. So he's in business because he can sell some of these to get money, or he can even sell the products of these birds. Say like he can sell the eggs, he can sell the chicken droppings. Okay, so from there he will be getting money from that business of his. And remember, poultry is also of different categories. Yes, we have farmers that are dealing in local breeds, and others are dealing in the foreign ones. For example, we have our locals, the way we put them on a free range system. Yes, we have those under the deep litter system. Okay, but all that is under poultry keeping. Like this gentleman now, for him is dealing in the broilers. You can see this one is under poultry fine, but is not the same as the previous one. That yes, this one for him is dealing in the local ones, while this one for him is dealing in the broilers, and the benefits are all the same, or only that they vary in percentages and even some the growth rate, the time they take to grow up. So all of that is poultry keeping. You organize a place where you can keep them, just as you see this gentleman. That will be your poultry type of agri business. Moving forward, we have another type of agribusiness, still another person can concentrate in. We have what you call floriculture. Floriculture, we are saying this is an agribusiness that deals in growing and marketing of flowers. Yes, I know many people like flowers. Girls really like flowers. So this is your area now. Those people, we say they are engaged or they are involved in what you call floriculture. They are growing and at the same time they are marketing flowers. We have many companies that are growing flowers and flowers of different types. Just as you can see, there are what you call roses, there are what you call mums, there are what you call chrysanthemum. All those are different forms of flowers. So for you, you decide to concentrate on flowers, you grow them, and after you sell the flowers, I'm sure there isn't anybody who doesn't like flowers. And you know the benefits or the purpose of flowers. Moving on to the next, we have another form of agribusiness, and that is called horticulture. Horticulture. Can I get somebody to read for me what horticulture is all about?
Horticulture is the growing of vegetables and fruits.
All right, thank you. That is growing of vegetables and fruits. Yes, somebody may say, yes, I'm in agriculture, fine, but I'm not going to be growing, I'm not going to be rearing animals, I'm not going to be looking at domestic birds, but for my case, I'm only going to be concentrating on vegetables and fruits. Then for us, we say you are engaged or you are involving yourself in what we refer to as horticulture. We have different fruits. We have the apples, we have the oranges, we have so many. As you can mention them or you can see them on your screen. You can involve in vegetables, okay? Yes, it's fine. You go into the vegetables like cabbage. You grow the cabbages. that will be still under agriculture, but is specifically concentrating in a line we call horticulture. Then others grow apples. There are many different flowers that, very many different fruits and flowers that you can grow up. And for us there, we say you are in horticulture. Moving on, we also have another type, still under agribusiness. We have what you call crop production. Crop production, we say this refers to the growing of crops like maize, coffee, beans, and many others. Can you cite for me other crops that we can grow apart from those that I've listed there?
Cassava.
Isaac? Yes, you can go in for cassava. Thank you. Keira? Any crop, Keira? Okay.
Groundnuts.
Groundnuts, thank you. That's nice. One more. One more.
Rice.
Rice, that's really nice. All right, so we say if you're growing such crops, then we say you are in crop production, or what you call crop farming. So you grow different crops, and when time comes for harvesting, you harvest your crops, sell them off, and then you get money. Okay, as you well know, some of these crops you can grow them and sell them after, but still you also get food from these crops. Take an example, this maize you see here. If it is ready, you sell a part and you remain with the part for your home people, because you can get food from your garden or from the crops that you also grew yourself. So it will be of an advantage to you if you carry on crop production. Somebody talked about cassava. Yes, before you even sell, you can get cassava and prepare it at your home. You prepare it for your lunch. That will be food put on the dining table, but from the agri business you're carrying on. Part of it is sold, but some also remain for you people to consume. Another one talked about groundnuts. That's wonderful. Yes, you can get the Guinness, you sell part of it, the rest you consume it yourself. And still, these businesses, some use them as the study centers or study sites. You can get students to come and visit you where you are carrying your agriculture from. How do you do it? How comes that you have such nice garden? What do you do? So they'll ask you so many questions so that they also get the skills to come up with such a nice garden with very good yields. So that is specifically under crop production. Moving on, we have what we call aquaculture. This is agribusiness, and I request Keira, are you there? To read for us what aquaculture is all about.
Yes, teacher. This refers to the farming of fish, mollusks, and other aquatic animals, for example, crocodiles. Right. It is all the times called aqua farming, aquaculture.
Okay. Yes, we say when you talk about aquaculture, aqua simply means water. Okay, it simply means water. So if you are dealing in aquaculture, it means you're dealing in rearing of animals that live in water. So anything that lives in water and for you decide to rear such, then we say you are engaged in what you refer to as aquaculture. And we say at times we call it aqua farming. I've just told you, when you talk about aqua, it simply means water, okay? And we have different aquatic animals. For example, we talk about fish, mollusks. We also have crocodiles. Yes, somebody can talk about crocodiles. You rear them and you'll get tourists to come and look at your crocodiles. You'll get meat. Some people eat the crocodiles. So that will be also source of income to you. As the tourists come in, you are getting money. Yes. Then from there, you can also have meat from the crocodiles themselves. Certain point, certain day, you prepare one for your lunch or your supper. It's fine. That is aquaculture. Some people go in for fish. Yes, rarely no fish. You have seen this before. They rear fish in cages. Yes. And as you do so, given a given period of time, you'll harvest your fish and then you'll collect very good money from the fish that you harvested. I want you to look at these two gentlemen. After harvesting, you can see their bucket here, this blue bucket. That's where they are piling the fish that they are harvesting. And automatically that is money coming in because after harvesting, they're going to bring to the market. They're going to take to the market to sell. Yes. As I told you from the previous discussion that you sell, but part of it you also keep it and you also consume it yourself. So still, it's going to provide the food. At the same time, it's going to provide money to you. I'm very sure you have seen such cages on water sources or water bodies. Some have already put them up. Or you can even dig your own. You can just dig your own and you start fish farming. Okay, that is also another form of agri-business. Okay, moving forward, we have another type, another category that is called apiculture. And under apiculture, we mean a form of business that deals in keeping of bees. Some people fear them so much. Christabel, are you there?
Yeah, teacher.
Christabel, are you there?
Yes.
Do you like honey? Do you like honey?
Yes.
Then can you rear bees?
Me? I cannot.
Okay. But the fact is, the honey you like so much, we get it from the bees. The bees are the ones that make for us the honey we enjoy so much. Okay? And we call that apiculture. And we're saying this is an agribusiness that deals in keeping of bees. Yes, you keep bees, you organize, you can either purchase the hives or you make them yourself. That will be a hive and will attract bees to come. After some time, they will start making honey for you. Then for you, your duty will be only one to harvest the honey and start selling or even consuming it yourself. That will be apiculture. Can we mention some of the products we get from beekeeping, apart from the honey we have just talked about? Any other thing we get from bees?
Candles.
We get candles. Do we get candles?
We get
candles. All right, that's nice. We get the wax, and the wax is the very one we use to make the candles. Anything more we get from the bees? Isaac? Any other thing we can get from the bees? Okay. Since Isaac's not there, okay, fine. We say that is apiculture, the rearing or the keeping of bees. We keep bees for honey, or at times they keep bees for wax. And times we also keep them for study purposes. You know very well, in your primary and even in your biology, you will talk, or you have already talked about the different types of bees that you have in a hive and the different roles that they play or they perform. All of that is for study purposes. And that means it will be of an advantage for us to know the different types of bees that we keep in the hive. Can you please mention for me some of the bees we find in the hive? Some of the bees we find in the hive?
Worker bees.
Queen bee.
Worker bees, queen bees, correct. Any other?
Drone bee.
Drone bee, thank you so much. Yes, those are the different forms of bees we find in the hive. Can we also talk about the roles that they play? What is the role of the queen bee?
To lay eggs.
Thank you. It is to lay eggs. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. What is the role of the drone bee?
To mate with the queen bee.
All right, that's nice. Let's proceed to the last one. The role of the work bee. Worker bees, what do they do?
Teacher, the worker bees, they play a lot of roles, like they nurse the queen bee, they prepare the beehives in case of some damages, they protect the queen, and they also look for food for the rest of the bees in the hive. And they collect also pollen.
That's really nice. They collect the pollen. That's really nice. Yes, as you hear its name, worker bee, it has so many tasks to take on. It has a lot of work to do, as we've heard from, is it Isaac? Was it okay, was Christabel? Okay, fine. So those are the different roles that the worker bees play. And in so doing, as you've seen, each of them has a role to play in the hive, okay? Each has a role to play in the hive to see that they produce honey and they also produce the wax that we have talked about. So all that is the duty of bees, particularly or specifically the work bees. I would like us to move on. I take you to the next bit. We said we have, let's see this. There is what you call livestock farming. Yes, livestock farming. And with livestock, we said that is the rearing of animals. And specifically here, we are seeing cattle. I suggest that you generate for me other animals that we can rear at home. Can we cite others apart from these ones we are seeing here?
We have goats.
All right, thank you. We have goats, sheep, nice.
Rabbit,
okay.
Pigs.
All right. Now, as you have seen with the poultry keeping, even livestock, we can put it in different categories. We have the cage system, just as you see these ones here. We have the zero grazing, and you also have the tethering method. All those are different forms in which you can rear your animals. Yes, you may be in animal rearing, but you have a certain category or type where you belong or where you fall. So that's what we refer to as animal rearing, and specifically concentrating on the cage or the zero grazing method as we saw it the other side. Yes, there. Okay, the paddocks are there. You can see them, and the animals or the cattle are grazing. So that means you can use this system, you can use this, or you can use the tethering method. Okay, tethering is the common one in rural areas where you just tie the animal on a rope, and then you let it eat for some hours of the day, and then you bring it back. But this one, for them, you don't tie the animals. Instead, you just enclose them in what you call we call them the cage, or sometimes we call them the grazing grounds, so that they eat from there for some days, and then you take them to the other paddock. So that is all about the animal rearing. I like us to talk about the next activity here. Okay. Our activity says that you think and share in a presentation the benefits of agribusinesses listed above to an entrepreneur. I would like us to go back a little bit. May we share the various benefits that we have, starting with the very first we looked at. Starting with the very first one that we looked at, farming or rearing. Can you tell me some of the benefits of rearing animals? What are the benefits that an entrepreneur may get from rearing animals? Money, that's correct. Any other?
Source of food.
Source of
Cows are
food,
source of
correct.
milk.
You get food from the animals. Source of milk, that's wonderful, because at the end of the day you have to milk these cows and they will give you milk. Some people like so much. Okay, so that will be a benefit you will get from animal rearing. Moving on, the second one we talked about poultry keeping. What are some of the benefits you'll get here?
The source of income.
Then Sharon?
The source of income.
Source of income, yes, we can sell off the birds and then we get money. That's correct. Any other, Isaac?
They are a source of meat.
Source of meat, okay. Yes, I see Christabel is putting up a hand. Any question?
Their droppings can also be used as manure.
All right, wonderful. Yes, their droppings, we can use them as manure. You collect them and take them to your garden. Then the garden will give you better yields. So you'll not have to spend more money to buy the fertilizers, okay? So your chicken droppings will work as manure in your garden. And that means it will save you from the cost of buying these fertilizers that are expensively sold. And you're using one stone to get two birds. You are getting the beef, you are getting the chicken, at the same time you're getting the fertilizers. Nice. Any other we can also talk about still under poultry? Should we go with those?
Teacher.
Yes, please.
Decoration.
Yes, please.
It's also a source of employment.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, it's a source of employment, yes, because whenever the farms grow and they expand, you will need workers. I want you to look at this gentleman here. He's alone at the moment, but when the farm expands, I'm very sure you recruit more workers to assist him because there will be a lot of work to be done at the farm. Okay, you can see the feeders are here. We can see the drinkers, yes, and that means he may not be able to do the work alone. So he will call in other people to support him. So at the end of the day, he will be creating jobs to the different people. That's nice, that's nice. Any other we can talk about still under poultry? Or we move on?
Teacher.
Yes, let's hear Christabel, what are you saying?
I was saying that their feathers also can be used for making other products like pillows.
Okay, yes,
Or
wonderful.
in art.
That's nice. We can use them for. Okay, yes, 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 yes. We can use the feathers for decoration, making pillows, as somebody has already said. Yes, we can use them in that style. We also use them in dancing. We know have some cultures that use that, and they look so nice. So all that is coming from the poultry keeping you are doing that side. Isaac, anything more about poultry before we go to the next one?
No, it's okay.
All right, okay. Then we move on to the next one. Yes, please.
What about it can also be used for paying dowry?
Pardon, Christabel, you're not clear? You're not stable there?
I was saying that what about it can be used for paying dowries in marriage, in
all
marriage
right,
ceremonies.
it is very true. It's very true. It's very true. Especially here in the central region, they take cokes for introduction. So it is also playing a role that side. All those are the benefits you get from poultry keeping. We move on. The next one we talked about floriculture. Floriculture, and we specifically highlighted and said that this one is specifically under or specifically concerned with the marketing or growing of flowers. Can you tell me some of the areas where we use flowers? Areas where we use flowers?
Design.
To design, yes, especially
design
like on
and
a party.
display.
All right, that's wonderful. Like if you have a party, you can't go minus having a flower. That side, everywhere, you'll see flowers, design or decorated. Yes, any other area? Kaira, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, fine. Let's get another one. Christabel.
Excuse me, teacher.
Any other? Yes, please.
My name is Kyle.
Kyle, sorry. So sorry for that. Okay. Thank you for that correction. Moving to Isaac, do you have any other place where we can use the flowers?
Some flowers can be used to make paints, like they can be used, the petals can be used to make
paint.
To make like paints.
Okay, paints. All right, that's nice. Yes, we can use the flowers to make paints. That's nice. Let's see what Christabel is saying.
We can use also flowers in burial ceremonies.
Yes, that's really true.
For paying last respect.
All right, that's really very true. We get the flowers and we use them as a sign of respect for the person we may have lost. Yes, and it really dignifies that we really, really loved that person, even though we have lost that person or that gentleman or lady. Yes, we can use flowers there. Anything more about how we can use the flowers or where we use the flowers?
In other ceremonies like weddings.
In ceremonies, for example, weddings and introduction. Yes, that's really nice. Yeah, we can use flowers that way still. Anything more before you go to the next one? Okay, we can also use the flowers to make perfumes. The different perfumes you see on market, some of them we get them from flowers. So flowers are really doing a very great part in our business. Not that you only grow flowers and wait till death ceremonies. No, we can also have the flowers for making perfume.
And
Yeah,
tourist
so we
attraction.
have that's so. Yes, that's really also nice. We can use the flowers for tourist attraction. We move and see how they are grown and how they design them. Like in this very scene of ours, look at the beauty of flowers, the way they are. They really look nice. All that can help us to generate money from flowers. That's all we had. And we also have the benefits from horticulture. We have benefits from aquaculture. All those will rotate around agribusiness. So that's what we have managed to have for you today. And I suggest that in the next discussion, we shall be looking at the second type of agribusiness. And that will be specifically, we shall be talking about something to do with manufacturing business. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.
Thank you for the lesson.
Welcome.
Teacher,
Yes, please.
what are the activities which are going to do?
The activity is going to be on the WhatsApp group. I'll forward it to you.
Okay.
Yes,
Teacher, your name, please.
George William Senyoni.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks for
Okay,
teaching.
have a nice day. Have a nice day, please.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Waikara. Aniko.